Hey coach, welcome back to my channel. I am Rajah, your business coach and the founder of Leverage20, where I help overworked, underpaid coaches, especially women of color coaches like you, to get booked out and hit consistent 20K a month without burning out or pretending to be someone that you are not. The value of my company is to be authentic, to achieve freedom, financial time freedom in your authentic way. So if you're a woman of color coach, you're a consultant and you have done all the things right, like you launched offer, you are posting consistently, you are looking everywhere on every platform, clients, and you are even booked with clients, but you feel like you are still stuck and you don't know what you are doing in order to be stuck in that under the 20K month ceiling, this video is going to be the breakthrough for you, because I have been working with coaches and consultants all over the world, like globally, on their content for the last 5 years. And I want to tell you that if you are not booking clients consistently, it's not that you are not doing enough, that your worth ethic is the problem. It's that your messaging and your content is not talking to the right people. So today I want to break down the 7 most common content mistakes I see with my clients and I see in the industry that coaches are doing that are costing them to work with dream clients, right? And the inconsistent income. So let's dive in. Let's talk about the first mistake. Let me guess, okay? So you have been writing content that says, look how knowledgeable I am. Here are all the certifications that I've done in the last year. Or let me give you the most value packed carousel post of the week. Like you give, and you are exhausted from constantly proving your worth. Let me know in the comment section if this sounds like you are scared that if you don't educate in every single post that your audience won't see you as credible enough to actually pay you 5,000, 10,000 for your high ticket offers. But deep down, there is a part of you that still feels like you have to earn the right to charge high ticket. But here is what I want you to hear today. Your value is not in how much you know, it's in how clearly and confidently you can lead, and you can actually give that in your messaging. Because people don't hire the coach who shares the most biggest tips, right? They hire the coach who makes them believe in what is possible for them. And this is the big shift that needs to happen in your content. This is the identity shift that will get you more high ticket clients, not only one or two, like more high ticket clients. This is what you need in order to launch your group program and enroll clients on Evergreen. You don't need to teach more. You don't need to come up with new lead magnets. You don't need to, sell. You don't need to actually create content every single day. You don't need to teach more in every single content to convert more. You need to lead with more conviction, and that is what is missing right now. So inside my program, Leverage20, I teach you how to write and how to come up with content that stops over explaining and starts converting. Because content that says, I know who I am, I know my value, I know who I serve, and I know the transformation I create will get you more conversion. Because your people who want to pay you premium prices like high ticket, they don't search for more tips. They already tried all the tips that are existing on YouTube, on ChatGPT, on TikTok. They tried everything. They don't need more free game. They need someone to say, hey, you are in this position, you want to experience this, there is a gap, I've got you. They want leadership. So are you giving leadership? If not, that is the first mistake that you are doing, and you need to actually stop writing content for validation for your worth, right? And you need to start creating sales content for conversion. Then if you have been trying to help women, to help high achievers, to help people with mindset blocks and wondering why nobody is actually buying, it's because you are talking to everyone, which leads to attracting no one. So you are stuck creating vague content like 3 confidence hacks or how to shift your energy. And yes, you are maybe getting likes, but you are not getting leads. And if you're in this coaching industry, likes are validations. We are not looking for likes. We are not searching for validation. We want to transform someone's life. And you can only transform someone's life if they actually pay you and they pay the attention to actually solve the problem, right? So if you're only getting likes but no leads, that's why you have dry sales month. And let's be real, you are not building a business, like you are building a content hobby. If you're not getting leads, if you don't know how to actually convert them, you have a expensive hobby. And I know why you are doing it. You don't want to exclude people. You are like, oh my God, but what if this person comes to me and they see my profile and they see I'm not talking to them? That's fine, right? You are scared that if you get too specific that you will push people away, or worse, that you will get less engagement. But what if I told you that general content keeps you broke right now? That is why you are not converting consistent people. So when you water down your messaging, your dream clients cannot fight themselves in your words, and the language you speak within your content is how you convert. If they don't feel seen, they will scroll right past you. So your audience should read your post and think like, oh my God, she's in my head. She gets me. I think she can help me. I need to work with her. So in Leverage 20, we help you to own your niche and to become the industry leader within your niche without second guessing it. So you will learn how to build your messaging for one specific person with one painful problem that only you can solve. I've created the tool, The Power of One, which actually will help you to create demand because it clicks for your people. And when clients say yes before the sales call, that is when sales calls don't get a pain anymore, and you know how to convert more people in your program. Let's talk about the next mistake, because every mistake is like they are building up and building in. And the content you are the proudest, right? Let's talk about that. The one with 10 slides, with data, with client psychology, and with the frameworks. And the one you post and think, okay, this is so valuable, I'm pretty sure someone will reach out to me. And then you hear crickets. The reason why is because you are educating and still not leading. So you are trying to prove your value instead of embodying it. And when leadership, like how you can see your leadership within your content is, it is unapologetically like looking like you and what you believe. It is really sharing your method, not just your value. You are sharing experiences from your life, how you achieved the transformation, and also sharing from your clients how they did it. And it will say, this is what I help you to do. Are you ready? Like with conviction and with so much belief that you have the best offer. If you don't believe that you are the best coach in the industry, why should someone then pay you in order to work with you, right? And I know the objections like, I don't want to sound arrogant, I don't want to be bold, I don't want to turn people away. But let me offer you this truth that you probably need to hear from me. Leadership will always repel the wrong people. So you can actually attract the right ones who want to get coached by you, the right ones who are not a pain in the ass clients, the right ones who also pay in full. If people tell you I don't have the money, those are not the right one, and you did not do a great job by repelling your people away because you are not showcasing your leadership. So when you step into your authority, you stop blending in with all the other coaches in the industry. You start to become undeniable. That's when you are all the time in your client's brain, and your clients are thinking all the time about you, the concepts you share, the message you share on your social medias. So in Leverage 20, I show you how to transition from being the passive teacher to become the powerful coach. And I know as a solopreneur, when you are running this business on your own, you are the teacher who has to become the number one in delivering client results, but also you have to become the good marketer, and also you have to become the best salesperson, right? So you have to become powerful in your voice, in your offers, and in your content. And it comes back to your leadership, because you have to stop hiding behind giving tips, and you have to recognize that you are the product and you need to lead like it. And here is what I see all the time when it comes to not having consistent people in your pipeline who can turn into a client inside your programs. So when you launch your offer, you always talk about like you will get 6 weekly calls, or you get access to one-on-one and to Voxer, and there are 3 phases of my framework. And your audience is like, okay, so what's the point? So people don't buy coaching. You have to understand this. People don't buy coaching. That's why they don't care about from where they are buying the coaching. They only care about the transformation. And the mistake you are doing is you are only selling the process over and over and over again, instead of the transformation, instead of the promise you are making. Your people, they don't care about how many modules you have. They only care about who they need to become after working with you. And the truth bomb is, your process, yes, it builds trust. Yes, you have to use your intellectual property to actually make the income. But inside of your intellectual property and inside of your process, you also need to use your promise to create desire. Because when your content sells the transformation, the before and the after, that is what creates urgency. Throw away the urgency of only 5 spots left, even though you have 15 spots. Throw away the urgency of, I don't know, if you don't act now, then you don't get this bonus. Like, no one cares about the bonuses. If you know how to sell the promise, the transformation, and the before and the after, and why they are stuck in this gap, that is the urgency. So in Leverage 20, we help you to craft your offer story that makes your method emotionally compelling. So I don't just throw any content on my social. I literally only create content to talk to people who are ready to buy now. And you need to learn to speak to people who want your promise now with clarity. And when your people feel the outcome deeply, that's when objections fade away. That's when objections are more easily to overcome, because objections are just another question that your ideal clients have in their mind. And the next content is like, it will hurt a little bit, okay? So you are creating content from your current identity. Let's say you are making 5K a month, right? And you are still creating content from the 5K month coach instead of that 20K month plus leader. So you are creating content that matches where you are, not where you are going. So your content reflects that. You are still justifying your prices. You are still talking to people you know who cannot afford it. You're still posting inconsistently, and you are asking yourself, does this sound okay, before every single post. But the 20K month don't come from the 5K energy. So you have to decide now to become the coach who creates the level of income before the money ever arrives in your bank account. And within Leverage, I teach my clients, Leverage 20, that the 6 figures in your bank account comes after you own that you are the 6-figure coach. That's why the phase 1 of Leverage 20 is the 6-figure identity. So when you own and when you decide that you are the 20K or the six-figure coach, that means that you are writing with certainty, that you brag about your offer in every single post. You sell with ownership. You are showing up with leadership energy when your audience is silent. Means you don't care if you are getting 1 like or 0 likes. You just don't care. The only thing you care is my ideal client seeing this post? Am I actually transforming their lives? So you are not faking it. It is simply the truth that you have to become that coach now. And this is where the inner work is playing a huge role, and what we do inside Leverage 20, because we are not just tweaking your captions, we are not just changing your messaging, we are upgrading your identity to match the income you say that you want. So because once you shift that energy into your, let's say, the 20K month energy, the content changes, the sales call changes, the results changes. The next mistake is, let's talk about your relationship with likes, okay? If you're trying to go viral, that is already a mistake, because as a coach, as a consultant, where you know you want to transform your people's life, you know that your business is like your coaching business. You are not here to get sponsorships. You know that you are creating content for your business, the coaching business, right? So mistake is that you try to go viral instead of building demand. So you post a reel, you get maybe 4,000 viewers, you are always looking who's liking, and you feel good, right? But no one is buying. And if no one is buying, then I don't care about the post, because you should post a story about your offer, and when you hear crickets, you spiral and you tell yourself, my audience must not want this. And I had this client who told me, but Anu, I have been creating content without selling. My audience will feel resentful when I start to sell. Baby boo boo. How can you expect a 20K month consistently if you never talk about your offer? Yes, there will be people who will feel resentful. Yes, there will be people who will unfollow you because you start to sell, because you start to talk about your offer, because you start to transform. But why do you care about these people? Why do you care about these people? If they never want to actually buy from you, why do you care? Let them be in your audience, let them consume your content, and that's it. But you should care about the other people who actually need a reason from you why they should actually come into your DMs or book a sales call in order to transform. Aren't you here as a coach, as a consultant, to actually solve problem, right? So if you believe, and if you tell yourself, my people don't want it because they don't, like, you hear crickets when you post a story about your offer, they want it, but you are still performing for virality instead of building a content system that speaks directly to buyer behavior. So virality is for visibility, but visibility doesn't pay your bills, demand does. So in Leverage 20, we teach you the buyer's journey content method, where you will learn how to build awareness that stops the scroll, where you build the belief content that neutralizes objections, and where you actually build decision content that makes saying yes a no-brainer for your clients. Because your next 20K a month is not the next viral post. It's not. It's actually in the content that builds quiet but high converting trust, where you know, okay, this content is actually working for me behind the scenes, and I know I have 10 people right now in my audience who gonna say yes. And the biggest mistakes, this is the last one, my friends, mistake number 7 is the biggest mistake, is that you are simply not selling enough. So if you're watching this video, you are probably between 5K or something around that, right? You know you are not selling enough. And I know that, because otherwise you wouldn't watch it. So you are showing up with value. You are showing up with authenticity, but your offer is buried. You hint at your coaching. You whisper about your price. When was the last time you said proudly and loudly, my price is 5K? You say, DM me if interested. There is still this if language. But you don't make bold invitations. When was the last time you did a bold invitation? So you are scared of annoying, like of being annoying. Oh my God, I already talked about my offer this week. So what? You are scared of being said, oh my God, am I talking about my offer too much? Who said that? Who said that? Who told you this belief in your mind that when you talk about your offer every single day, that this is salesy? Then be salesy. As long as you know that you can change one person's life, you can actually get them from the miserable state and you can help them to go where they want to be. Won't you be actually happy? That's why you are here, right? Especially as a woman of color coach consultant, I know you have been conditioned to believe that being direct is being aggressive. But let me say this clearly, selling is an invitation, not a threat. It's a service and it is definitely sacred. But you need to accept that, you need to own it, and that's your job, my baby boo-boo. It's your job to overcome those old beliefs and be open for new beliefs. And the new belief is that selling is an invitation, selling is service, because only after the sales happen, you can leave a bigger transformation in your client's life. So you are not bothering people. You are actually offering them a future they desire, but don't yet believe that they can have. Just imagine you can actually help someone to see the possibilities that is achievable in the future. So in Leverage 20, I help you to rewrite your relationship with money and with sales. You will start selling from a place of certainty and service, not shame, not guilt, not feeling pushy or manipulative. Because I teach you permission-based selling, where you always lead after asking for permission. You will go from nervous pitch, owning your offer story and have a clear call to action in every single post, in your podcast, in your YouTube videos, in every single sales content that you're gonna post. That is how you're gonna actually get more people on Evergreen in your offers. Because when you finally believe in your offer the way your best clients do, that is when selling becomes a second nature. And as a business owner, if you still don't believe that you are a business owner, I hope this video helps you to overcome and see, oh my God, I'm a business owner. It is second nature. You have to do it every single day. And if it does feel a little bit uncomfortable, then you should join Leverage 20, because it starts with your identity, with your six-figure identity, and with overcoming all the money objections, all the money beliefs that is buried within you, because otherwise your subconscious is trying to keep you safe and you believe that it is not possible for you. So here you have it, the 7 mistakes you are doing and the reason why you are stuck under 20K a month. It's not your skills. It's not the effort you're putting in. It's not that you need to hustle more, maybe that you need to work 20 hours a day. What you need is alignment between your identity, your messaging, and the belief in your offer. And when all those things are working over and over again, that is when business starts to feel fun again and you can actually enjoy your time again. Because this is exactly what we do on site Leverage 20, my group coaching experience for coaches and consultants who are ready to transition from overworked, from selling only 101 to actually launch a high ticket group offer to enroll clients on Evergreen. So if you are done being the best kept secret and you are ready to scale with premium messaging, talk to people who are ready to pay you in full, where you want to raise your prices and create sales content on Evergreen, there is a link. Click this link, book your call, and let's chat, because you don't need to earn more. You just need to decide and move forward. So thank you so much for joining, and I talk to you in my next video. Bye.